25th of August, 11 AM in the morning, Sunday sermon. I've got a bit of Gemini in my chart. I've got Mercury in Gemini and the midheaven and Venus. So I can be diverse, but I can also see both sides of every story. At the moment, I'm looking at a chart of where we are right now. Okay, right now, there's another grand cross in the sky. We've got the Uranus-Pluto square with Jupiter opposite Pluto, Jupiter square Uranus. That's been around 6 weeks. It's going to be around another 2-3 weeks. So any planet at the moment that's passing from 8, 9, 10 Libra through to about 14, 15 Libra is going to be making a grand cross. And that's where Venus is at the moment. So yeah, now and for the next 2 or 3 days, there's a grand cross in the sky involving Venus in Libra, but Venus likes Libra. So I'm not that bothered. Also, I know that the Sun, along with Mercury at the moment, is now beginning to sextile Saturn. And as the Sun passes sextile to Saturn over the coming 4 days, so it will then start sextiling Jupiter for the next 6 days. So over the coming 10 days, the Sun is basically in the middle of the Saturn-Jupiter aspect. And I do note that starting around about October of this year, running right the way through to April, May of next year, Jupiter trines Saturn in the sky in a way that's bringing potentially much more steadiness, middle of the road attitudes, and groundedness at the business, professional, economic level. On the other hand, we've still got Uranus-Pluto and Jupiter coming back to oppose it again in January, February, March of next year. What else we got here? Well, with the Sun making nice aspects to Jupiter and Saturn, with Saturn making really nice aspects to Pluto, I've just done the forecasts for September. I've written the sun signs and I've done the videos, and I can kind of see what's coming up. And as a result, I'm beginning to look forward into October, and I'm seeing retrograde Mercuries, and I'm seeing a lot of changing circumstances amongst the communication at the economic and political level around the world. Be sure that the end of this year is going to have a degree of both meltdown and breakthrough at the same time at a number of different levels. But by the time we're into January, February, March, providing we don't as a species go to extremes, from then on, really folks, it's beginning to turn around. It really is. I'm more hopeful by the time we're into what I call the spring, the March, April, May period of 2014, than at any time, I suppose, since about the late 90s. We shall see. At the global level, I'm not really that interested in the political situation that this is going to develop into. And I'm not really interested in the cult of personalities either. I have done an American triptych, and if to some of you who say, yeah, look, enough on the Obama, it's like, yeah, okay. The only reason I like Obama is because he's much more green, for what that's worth, than his opposition members. I'm a green. I'm not political. I'm an environmentalist. And I'll vote for anyone who's going to do anything that's going to change the environmental attitudes of people towards the planet. I know the Australian elections are feisting up as well. That's going to be interesting, and especially later this year, the end of this year, the very start of next year. It would not surprise me if there were to be dramatic developments in the constitutional relationship Australia has with the rest of the world, specifically at the last week of December, first week of January this coming year. That's a big one. Okay, it's not going to be too bad a week. The Sun's nice all week long, applying to Saturn and then to Jupiter in a favourable way. Mars is not doing too much. Mars is going to move into Leo in a couple of days, and all Cancerians are going to breathe a sigh of relief. it's a more personally stable week. The ongoing schisms in the world are going on, but it's a more stable week. Okay, catch you later. Bye.